we're going to start with a brief introduction. So what is Pinterest? So basically it's an online pin board where you bookmark or organize images that are of interest to you. So this is a little example on the right here. And so like every social media site, there is its own lingo. So for Twitter, it's tweeting. So for Pinterest, it's when you bookmark something or when you save something, it's called a pin. And when you share someone else's pin, it's called a repin. And so when you group pins together by topic, like on various boards or pin boards, and it mimics a kind of real life pin board. So why would you use Pinterest over another social media platform? So unlike other social media platforms where the main purpose is to interact with others, the main goal for Pinterest is mainly to find inspiration and ideas for their interests and hobbies. So for example, like travel inspiration, or maybe like arts and crafts or sewing. So yes, this is more examples of things that people use for Pinterest. So vision and idea boards, great recipes. I agree with that. I find most of my recipes here. And there's also an option to share images of their own creations and crafts for others to find. So this is very useful for small businesses or craftspeople and cooks who use this to market their creations. So how do we get started? So you can either go directly to the website by typing it into your browser, which is www.pinterest.com, or if you're on your phone or your tablet, and if you have an Apple device, you can go straight to the Apple App Store, which looks like this, or if you have another type of phone, I believe it's Samsung or Android or anything pretty much other than Apple, you go to the Google Play Store and you can find the Pinterest app. And this is what it looks like. It's just a big P. And so how do we log in or how do we sign up? So if you intend to use Pinterest to advertise your creations, then you could consider creating a business account. But usually for most people who are just looking for recipes or just browsing, it's fine to just create a regular account. So there's either login or sign up right here. And so you can create an account using your email, or you could use it using an existing Facebook or Google account. I know that I have my Facebook account linked, I think, and it doesn't share any information. It just uses your login from that. So it's pretty simple. And so when you're signing up, you can use the default username, or you could create a custom one by clicking the pencil icon next to your name, which is over here. And then it'll ask you a bit more information, like your gender, and then also your language and region. And then finally, Pinterest will ask you to choose some categories you're interested in exploring. Some examples are over here. And this is what Pinterest will use to build your algorithm and suggest content for you. And algorithm is basically just a kind of computer system that they use to kind of tailor your interests to you. And so once you do this, your account is complete. So for using Pinterest, we're just gonna switch over to a live demo so you could follow along if you would like to go to www.pinterest.com, or you could open the app, but of course we could just follow along here. Is this good now?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So this is the homepage of the Pinterest. This isn't the Pinterest app, this is just the Pinterest website if you type it into your browser. So basically, once you log in, you're on your home page, and it indicates that right here. And so your home page is basically composed of things that you like or the things that you save. And once you start pinning things, which is what they call as saving, it will be adjusted to show you things that are related to that or things that you have recently pinned. So a really cool thing about Pinterest is that it basically has an unlimited scroll. So you could scroll for hours if you really wanted to. But as you can see, there's many different things, and this is all based on things that you have saved previously, or if you're just starting out, then it would probably be the categories that you chose. So we have cakes, we have workouts, we have cute puppies, and let's see, I'll show you guys how to save something. Let's say we want to save a picture of this baby elephant. So we can press save. And as you see, we have not created, let's say, cute baby animals as our board name. So if we want to create a board, instead of saving it, which you would just click save right here, you would press create a board and then name. So we can say cute baby animals. And this is optional. And also, if you would not like your board to be visible to other people, you can make it secret. So this means that it's only visible to you. It'll be on your account. But for now, let's not make it secret, and then we can create. And then as you can see, it says save to cute baby animals. And let's see if we can find another picture. Let's say we see this. I'm not sure what animal that is, but oh, that was saved to desserts. Let's edit that. And we can move it to cute baby animals. There we go. All right, so that would also be saved to cute baby animals. And let's try a recipe one. Let's say we want to, strawberry cake recipe. And the cool thing about this is that some people will list all their ingredients right here. A lot of people can also leave reviews. As you can see, it's 5-star reviews and by 162 people. And usually you can see pictures. I'm not sure why they're not showing up, but anyways, if you want to see the actual recipe, you will click onto the link, which is right here. It's actually being circled for us. And yes, if it'll load. People sometimes have the option to jump just straight to the recipe, but in this case, I think we'll just have to scroll. But as you see, they give you the ingredients. Also, this might not be the same for everyone's web page, but generally it's around the same format. They'll have the ingredients, and then here's a bunch of comments. And then I'll show you guys how to go to their actual Pinterest account. So if you see a little picture, this is their account. So we're just gonna go in. And like other social media apps, you can follow them. So there's this follow option. And as you can see, this is all of their activity, the featured. She has lots of recipes on here. And let's just say we want to follow her. So now we are following just a Pinch recipes. And as you can see up here, we have tabs and we can move to following to see who we follow. And we just followed her. So let's see if what's in there. Yep, she's in there. And then let's just jump to the Today page for now. So basically the Today page is just a page for trending topics and things that are the most searched maybe. And let's see something that we would like to look at. You can say pamper your pets like never before. See what we can do here. So basically underneath this topic, it'll all be topics about your pets and basically anything to do with that. So there's dog beds, cat beds, really just anything to do with that topic. And like I said before, basically if you would only like to see the people that you follow rather than just a big mix of everything that you could be interested in, then you come straight to your following, and like we just followed her, we are also following other food pages, and this just shows you all of their posts basically. And let's try searching for something specific if you are looking for a recipe, for example. So you would come up to the search bar, and we can search up for something like brownies, which is very specific. So search up brownie recipe. And as you can see, you could even type in easy brownie recipes or homemade or with the box. So there's very wide variety of things that you could add on, but let's just type brownie recipes for now. So as you can see, there are many results that come up, and there's a 1 bowl one. We can try this. And what I usually like to do is I usually like to look at the comments to see if the recipe is actually good. And sometimes they have reviews as well, so that's very helpful. But let's say that we want something very broad, not necessarily just brownies, so we could just search maybe baking recipes in general. So as you can see, this one is not that specific anymore. So there's things from bread, there's things from cinnamon rolls, and then there's also, let's see, donuts. So there's lots of things that you can search up, and then to make the search more tailored to you or just more specific, you can come up here. So there's there's a lot of things that you can click on. So there's easy, there's desserts, there's healthy, zucchini. I'm not sure how that goes with it, but that's in there. And yes, so that's for searching, and then we'll see what else I'm missing.
The little arrow next to the search section,
This one.
where it says all pins. If you go in there, right next to the search, it says all pins, like right next to the X. You see it?
Yep. All pins. Okay, so this is just where you can tailor your search a little bit more. So obviously your pin, so all the things that you have pinned. Let's check that out. So we haven't saved any pins about baking recipes. So let's just pin this one for now. Say save. So if we want to look at your pins, there. So if you had more pins, obviously they would show up here. And then all pins is just everything, so it wouldn't be tailored at all. And then product pins. So these are things that could be for sale on the app. And you can just scroll through and see the little prices that are listed in the top left corner. And there are also videos. So a lot of pins are just pictures, but there are some that are videos as well. So this just shows you videos of baking recipes rather than just the straight recipe. So that might be more helpful for you. And then there's people. So it'll show the profiles of people who have recipes basically. So yes, lots of people in here. And then there's boards with baking recipes. So the basics of boards is that, the basics of boards is that you place everything under that topic in the same place. So this person has created a baking recipes board. So they have everything to do about baking in here. It seems that they like a lot of blueberry things. And yes. And then let's go to our profile section to see. All right, so this is a pre-made one, and this is also our cute baby animals one. So we can go to this one. It has a little bit more pins. So we have desserts in here. And let's say we don't want lemon blueberry bread anymore in here. So in order to edit that, we would press on the little pencil icon, which is usually on the left if you just hover. So if you just bring your mouse over it and don't click anything, you just come to the top left corner, you click on edit, and let's say we want to delete this. So once you delete a pin, you cannot undo it, so just make sure you're sure, and then you can delete a pin. So now it's gone, and now you just have these left. And let's see. We can also create our own. So let's go back to profile. So if we want to create our own little board with our own pictures, we can click on the add button right here. So let's say we want to create board. We can say, let's say travel inspiration. And again, you can make this board secret or you could keep it public. I'm going to keep it public for now. And let's just come out here and we can add it ourselves. So you press on the little plus button again, create a pin, which is ideally a post, and click to upload. So this is good for if you have a photo that's downloaded to your computer. So I have downloaded this picture of Nice, France. And we can say that, we can open that, and we can add a title. We can say Nice. And if you would like to add a caption, you can tell people what it's all about. But for now, we're just gonna press save. So that was saved to Travel Inspiration, and you can see that now. So let's just go back to the profile. And as you can see, this is now a board that's created, and doesn't seem to be showing up. There. So it's right there. And I can show you guys how to download an image from here, just so that it's easier if you would like. So let's say we want a picture of Paris for our travel inspiration. We can go to images up here. And let's say this one. And you can right click or not. Okay. And you can download the file as, and it'll be saved to your downloads. And we can add that again, just to give you another example. Doesn't seem to be saved as a picture, but if it was, then you would select it again and just upload it again. Right, and then we will try to move on to more of the privacy settings right here. So if you can see that there's a little drop down right next to your profile picture, can go into settings. And this is just your basic information. So first name, last name, username, and you can write a little bio if you'd like. And then account settings. So this is the email address that you use to sign in if that's what you chose to do, and your region, your language, your gender, and if you would like to use your Facebook account or a Google account to log in, you can also enable those options. And basically this means that you can connect your other content with Pinterest. So for example, if you have other social medias that you would like to add onto here, some examples would be Instagram or YouTube, but usually that's not too much of a problem. So for notifications, you can choose which notifications to see while you're in the app or on the site. And so let's just click on to edit. So if you would not like to see activity from other people, but only from the people that you follow, then you can enable that. And then you can also get notifications by email, and you can pick which notifications to get by email. So let's say someone maybe saves your post or maybe someone follows you, then you could get an email. And then by push notification, that just basically means like a little notification on your device that'll tell you, oh, someone liked your post, or someone pinned your post, rather, or someone followed you. And then let's go to privacy and data. All right. So a lot of this is personalization. So if you, or you could hide your profile from search engines like Google. And so basically the way that this works is that they use sites to improve your visit. So it can recommend you specific ads that you might like. And it could use information from your partners to improve which recommendations and ads you see. And so you do have the option to unselect all of these things if you wish to do so. Just make sure autoplay, videos, share activities. Yep, we'll keep those for now. And for security, it is usually recommended to do two-factor authentication if you would like to keep your account extra secure, which basically means that there's two steps or two rounds of things that they would do. So maybe they would send you an email address to the email that you linked, or maybe send you a text message on the phone number that you added to your device. Apps. Yeah, so as of this moment, I don't think we have anything added there. Yeah, so that's pretty much for the profile. And then basically this down bar is for your account moreover. So if you would like to add another account, add a free business account, and then this is where we access all your private information, not necessarily private information, but just things about your account. So that would be in settings. And if you'd like to tune your home feed, which basically means like kind of cater your home feed to you. And if you'd like to get help, so I'm pretty sure this is an FAQ. And if you'd like to see their specific terms and privacy for Pinterest, and this is where you can log out, which is what we recommend to do after each session. So let's say I won't log out for now, but yeah, this is where you can log out. This is a little arrow right next to the profile picture. And yeah, did I miss anything, Macaulay?
No, briefly just click on the chat option. So there is, if you want to click on that, there is a chat option on this platform. I don't think it's heavily used, but say you really like just a Pinterest recipe, you could click on them and send them a message just saying how much you like them. And it's just a really basic message service It's nothing too fancy. Like, as you can see, you can't like do too much with it. You can maybe add a link to a pin to it or send like a heart, but there's no attaching. It's very straightforward and simple. So that's just if you ever want to message someone on this service, you can message, I believe, anyone who has a public profile.
Oh.
The bell, oh, so that's notifications. So any sort of updates that you get that, so anyone you're following, if they're updating stuff, or if Pinterest thinks that there's new posts from even people you don't follow that you might find interesting, this is where it will show it to you. So it's basically just updating you on new content on the site that it specifically thinks caters to you. And that's that.